So, a very good morning once again to all my students of class 10. And today we are going to begin and end with a very short scene from The Merchant of Venice. We have already finished with the trial scene, and today we are going to do Act 4, Scene 2. That is the scene where we see Graciano catching up with Portia and Nerissa um, with the ring. The ring that Portia had been asking from Bassanio, and Bassanio had refused. So we know that now Portia is on her way back to Belmont, and Antonio has rebuked or has scolded Bassanio for not giving the ring which Portia had been asking for, and now we see Graciano catching up with Portia and Nerissa and handing over the ring. So on your screen you can see that particular scene where the two ladies, Portia dressed as a lawyer and Nerissa with her as the lawyer's clerk, they are in conversation with Graciano, who is standing before them, and he is holding up the ring in his hand and he is offering the ring. So we are going to see what exactly happens after that. So let's scroll up to the page where the scene begins, and this is the beginning of the scene, page 133. So let's see what happens when Graciano reaches or catches up with Portia and Nerissa, and we are going to see what exactly happens when they meet. So, an introduction of this scene first. Let's see what the introduction says. It is mentioned this brief scene develops the comedy of rings. So this is a scene where the ring episode or the comedy of the ring episode heightens or moves one step further. Nerissa plays the same trick as used by Portia to take away Graciano's ring, which she had given to him at the time of their marriage. Portia and Nerissa then hasten or quickly go back to Belmont, anticipating the fun they will have by accusing their husbands of giving away their rings. So that is Act 4, Scene 2. Now let's begin. Venice, a street. Enter Portia and Nerissa disguised as before. That means we have seen already that picture in the beginning where Portia and Nerissa are still in their dress, the black dress of the lawyer and the lawyer's clerk. Now Portia is talking to Nerissa. Initially, when the scene opens, Portia is talking to Nerissa, and Portia is saying, "Inquire the Jew's house out, give him this deed and let him sign it." Now you remember that it was already decided in the court that Shylock will be signing the deed of gift, and by virtue of that deed of gift, Lorenzo and Jessica will get Shylock's property. So that particular deed which Shylock did not want to sign in the court, he had requested the court to send the deed after him because he was not feeling well after having lost the case. So right now we see Portia instructing Nerissa to find out Shylock's house because they are new in Venice. They have no idea where Shylock lives. So Portia is telling Nerissa, find out the house of Shylock and make him sign this document. We'll away tonight and be a day before our husband's home. So we will begin our journey once the deed is signed. We will leave Venice and we will proceed to Belmont, and we will do our journey or make our journey tonight so that we reach Belmont one day before our husbands come back. So this is the planning. So according to that plan, they are moving, and so quickly get the deed signed. That is what Portia is telling Nerissa. And then she also adds, this deed will be welcome to Lorenzo. So Lorenzo will feel very happy when he gets to see this deed, because it's the deed of gift, and by virtue of this deed of gift, Lorenzo will be entitled to the property of Shylock. So for Lorenzo, it will be really something very pleasant, or he will feel very happy. So quickly go and get the deed signed, find Shylock's house and get the deed signed. So this is Portia's instruction to Nerissa. Enter Graciano. And that very moment, while they are talking, Graciano reaches the scene, and Graciano says, "Fair sir, you are well overtaken." Good sir. Fair sir is just, you can say, a way of showing respect. So Graciano says, "Fair sir, I have managed to overtake you at the right time. Otherwise, my mission would not have been complete or successful." So why is he saying this? Because he has to give the ring. "My lord Bassanio, upon more advice, hath sent you here this ring, and doth entreat your company at dinner. My master Bassanio, my lord Bassanio." Actually, Graciano refers to, it was a very common way of referring to someone with respect. So lord not necessarily means that Bassanio was the master of Graciano. Actually, they were friends. But here, just in a way of saying, he says that my lord Bassanio, upon more advice received by him from somebody has advised him, and so he has sent this ring, and he has requested me to give you this ring, and he has also invited you for dinner tonight. So if you would be kind enough to join him for dinner tonight. So he is asking Portia to come and join Bassanio for dinner that particular night. But we already know from the conversation between Portia and Nerissa that they don't have any such plans of staying back in Venice. In fact, they are planning to make their journey back to Belmont that day, or rather that night itself. So so Portia says that cannot be, obviously, because she has to make a move. So she says, "No, that is not possible. His ring I do accept most thankfully." Yes, I can accept the ring, but I cannot attend the dinner. That is not possible. So I am accepting the ring with lot of thanks. You may convey my thanks to your friend Bassanio. And so I pray you tell him furthermore, I pray you show my youth old Shylock's house. So I request you to tell Bassanio this thing, that is, I can accept the ring, but I cannot accept the invitation for dinner. And there is one more thing which I would like to request you. I pray you, my young fellow here, referring to Nerissa, be kind enough to show him to Shylock's house. He does not know where Shylock lives, so it will be very kind of you if you could possibly guide him to Shylock's house. So this is going to become very funny, because you see, Nerissa and Graciano are husband-wife, and Portia is asking Graciano to show Nerissa to Shylock's house. So these two will go together, and Graciano will have no clue that he is walking with his wife. That is the whole fun in it. And you may think that how come husband cannot make out or recognize that it is his wife with whom he is walking. But it is possible, quite possible, because they have just got married, and they have not been together for a very long time. And then Nerissa is also dressed like a man, and has put on an attitude, and also has modified her voice when she speaks. She is imitating a man, and so naturally, and more so in front of Graciano, so naturally it is not possible for Graciano to recognize her. Now Graciano says, "That will I do." Yes, of course, sir, I will do that. Do what? What does he mean? He will show Nerissa to Shylock's house, and he will also inform his friend Bassanio that Portia cannot attend the dinner. Nerissa says, "Sir, I would speak with you." So Nerissa is talking to Portia and takes Portia aside. And then she says, we have moved to the next page, page 134. This is the last page of the scene. It's a very short scene actually. Aside to Portia. That means she is speaking in such a way so that Graciano is not able to hear her, but the audience can hear her. So that is the whole purpose of an aside. I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him swear to keep forever. So Nerissa is telling about her plan to Portia, that I will also see if I can get the ring that I gave to my husband. I asked him to swear, I asked him to promise that he will keep it forever, not give it away to anyone. So I will try and see if I can manage to get it. Now Portia says aside to Nerissa in the same tune with in which Nerissa is speaking to Portia. Portia is also saying, thou mayest. Yes, you can do that. I warrant. I can give you the permission to do that. We shall have old swearing. We will be able to hear these men coming home, and then the same old story, as all men do, as all men tell after they give away the gifts of their wives. They will also come and tell us all those things. So we will have fun at their expense. We shall have old swearing that they did give the rings away to men. They will say, they will come back home, and when we will ask them about their rings which we had given, they will say the same old thing as all men do when they give away their gifts. They will swear and say that they have given the rings away to men and not to women. So they will try to convince us that they have given the rings to men, but we will know that they have given the rings to women. But we will outface them. But then we will oppose. Outface, the meaning is given alongside. You can see the meaning. We will oppose them and outswear them. Outswear is also mentioned. Swear more loudly than they do. So when they argue with us, we will be arguing back, and we will argue louder than them. And after making this plan, this conspiracy, Portia speaks aloud. She speaks aloud as if to give the impression that she was talking about some important official matter. She says, away, make haste, thou knowest where I will tarry. Now go, hurry up, and you know very well where I'll be waiting for you. So she's telling Nerissa, now go, hurry up, and I will wait for you at the place where we have decided. She does not disclose where she will be waiting, so that Graciano should not know where to find them. She says, you know already where I'll be waiting for you, so hurry up, go to Shylock's house, get the deed signed, and then come back and meet me at the place where I told you I'll be waiting for you. Nerissa says, come, good sir, will you show me to this house? So come, gentlemen, will you kindly show me to the house of Shylock? So saying this, Nerissa and Graciano go in one direction, and Portia goes in another direction, and the scene comes to an end. So officially, according to the reduced syllabus prescribed by the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, this year for class 10, our syllabus ends here. So your board syllabus is officially completed today for English literature. You don't have Act 5. So Act 5 is necessary to know what exactly happens after this, because the climax is over, the falling action of the play has started, but the fun of the ring episode and also the happiness of Lorenzo when he receives the deed of gift which is signed by Shylock, plus the reunion of Portia and Bassanio, Nerissa and Graciano in Belmont, and Lorenzo and Jessica, and also Antonio, who is brought along by Bassanio and Graciano to Belmont. That particular portion of the play has now been removed from the syllabus, but I would suggest all of you go through Act 5 so that at least the story of the play is complete in your minds, and you will not have regrets that you did not finish it. So I will not make any special videos for Act 5 anymore because it's not required for you, but I urge all of you to go through the detailed summary of Act 5 and understand how the play comes to an end. We can also possibly refer to the text and We can also go through the explanations given alongside. It's good that you do that, but you will not get any questions from Act 5 in your board examinations. So that's it. With this, we officially finish, as I said, our English literature syllabus. We have finished The Merchant of Venice officially. Thank you very much.